Hello, welcome back to Coach Bill's Sports Show. I'm Coach Bill. We dive into college football, fantasy football, play a little NCAA every now and again, and just anything really to do with football we talk about. Once the NFL starts up, we'll start a little bit more about the NFL as well. That's the fantasy side of it. But let's get down to business. Let's huddle up and let's go. Today, we're talking about running backs that I think can break into the top 20 for running backs. Obviously, we're not going to discuss any of the big names. It's very clear that the Henrys, the Derrick Henrys, the Dalvin Cooks of the world are going to be in the top 20 unless something bad happens. They're going to be there. These are guys that are currently outside the top 20 that I think at the end of the season will be there. First thing first, Travis Etienne. Travis Etienne, I think a lot of people, because of the injury last year, are kind of overlooking him. But solid pass catcher, amazing runner with breakaway speed. And oh yeah, he has his college quarterback with him. Howard has that built-in rapport. They're buddies. They're good friends. And when you got a safety blanket like that as a quarterback, it's a nice thing to have. So it's very nice to have the safety blanket. He's got some real top-level speed on him. The team itself is probably going to be playing from behind, so his pass-catching ability definitely brings in a lot. If he's 100%, which it looks like he is at training camp right now, and none of his explosiveness is gone, he was a first-round pick for a reason. He was either a late first round, early second. Either way, it was for a reason. And it's going to be very, very hard for me not to draft him, because I just have faith in the player and in his skill set and that chemistry with the quarterback. It's got faith. Another one I got faith in, a lot of people seem to have the same amount of faith in this guy. Rookie, Breece Hall. Look, Breece has the 5th easiest running back schedule for the season. Yes, I know he's a rookie. But they invested a second-round pick on him. And I don't think the team would have done that if they didn't plan on using him. Ton of upside as a 3-down back. Revamped offense. Vastly improved offense from quarterback taking another step forward in Zach Wilson. Some better pass catching targets, better wide receiving play. They've picked up a couple offensive line pieces. It's just the entire team is better. The Jets have really started doing some stuff up there. He's versatile between the tackles as a running back, but he can also catch the ball, which was on very high display in this college game. It may be a running back by committee to start the season until the rookie starts eating away at it, but later on down the line, end of the season, into your playoffs, he's going to be the bell cow. He's going to be the guy working majority of the time on the field. I also have Mr. Hall as my number 1 rookie. And he is going to be the rookie of the year, in my opinion. Just opportunity, workload, everything. I see rookie of the year out of him, which will put him in the top 20 of running backs. And if you can snag him, right now I think he's going in the 5th, 6th round. It's not a bad pickup. Another one that's going a little later, J.K. Dobbins. I understand he doesn't get a lot of passing work. There's not a lot of passing work in Baltimore right now. With that said, they're not going to just let Lamar run the ball. So who else is going to take the rushes? I think it's J.K. Dobbins. Now, I like him more in a standard league than a PPR because he doesn't catch a lot of balls. But he's going to get yards and he's going to get touchdowns. In that offense, it's going to happen. Right now, would I want him as an RB1, RB2? No, I'd be more comfortable with him as my RB3, my flex play every week. But do I see an opportunity for him to be a top 20 running back? Oh, yeah. Definitely. He has that ability, especially with the touchdown upside he has. Again, they're not going to let Lamar lead their team in rushing attempts anyways. He may lead their team in rushing yards, but they're not going to let him lead the team in rushing attempts. I think that's going to be J.K. Dobbins. Another guy that I think a lot of people are a little low on, who may not start the season off as the number one, he's a late round stash for me right now. And I'm sorry, I'm probably going to butcher this name. But Tyler Algiere. I'll start with the drawbacks. He plays for the Falcons, and the Falcons are not going to be a good team this year. They also face the toughest rushing schedule possible. But, and there's a big but, he's the most talented rusher they have. I understand Cordell Patterson, but Cordell is an amazing wide receiver that can also play running back. Tyler is a running back. And he's not a slouch at catching the ball either. Best pure runner on the team. And they haven't even started the season yet. Just at camp, he's the best pure runner on the team. And you guess where you can grab him? The 16th round. You can literally grab this guy, the 16th round, and stash him away. But do I see an opportunity where he can be a top 20 running back? Yes. Yes, I do. A lot of the statistics that have been put in place for toughest or easiest rushing schedule are based off of last year's stats. There's coaches changes. There's defensive players that have changed teams. There's defensive players that have retired. There's rookies that are coming in that are taking places. We don't know what those defenses are going to look like week 1, week 2, let alone when Tyler hits the field later on in the season as the standalone back. I think he gets stuck in an RBC, running back by committee, early on in the season. But down the stretch in the playoffs, I think he could be a stash that ends up being a league winner for you. Lastly, a guy that I personally have hated on a few times before, but that was on a different team. Chase Edmonds. Chase is the beneficiary of having Waddle and Tyreek Hill on the same team. Defenses are going to look at that and go, oh God, I don't want to get beat deep. They will be selling out not to get beat deep. You know what that helps? It means you're going to see lighter boxes for running. Helps the running back. And the short and intermediate game is going to be where a lot of people are open. Guess who's in that? The running back and the tight end. But we're focused on running backs today. Chase Edmonds is currently the 91st player off the board, ADP-wise. So that's round 9, 8. If you're in a 12-team league, round 9 in a 10-team league. And how do I put this? He will be putting up numbers. There's no other way around it. as somebody who looks at the game from all angles, their defenses will not allow Tua and those wide receivers to beat them deep. They will be focusing on not letting them beat them deep. And that just opens up the underneath. The question with that is, do you trust Tua? Personally, not my favorite quarterback, but can he check down? We saw it at Alabama. We saw it last year. He checked down. He did it quite often. So I'm less worried about Tua for my running back than I am as a wide receiver guy. And we'll talk about the wide receivers on a different day that I think can be in the top 20 that currently aren't. But Chase is talented. He's efficient. And if he can stay healthy, he can be a top 20 running back. That's all for today. Thank you for taking your time watching. If you like this, like to see more, please like, follow, and subscribe. If you think I messed up on one of these guys, tell me in the comments. If you think I missed a person, let me know in the comments. Let's build a community. Let's help each other win championships. That's it for today. Again, thank you for watching, and ready break.